You know that moment, that heavy, weighted silence where the world around you just dissolves into a blur, and the only thing that exists is the distance between your eyes and hers. Most men think they're just looking at a woman, but what they don't realize is that they are being invited into a sanctuary. When a woman locks her gaze onto yours and refuses to be the first to blink, she isn't just looking at you, she is tasting your soul through the air. She is testing whether you have the internal strength to hold the weight of her hidden desires without flinching. Welcome to a space where we stop playing on the surface. I'm going to take you behind the curtain of the female psyche, into the parts of us we never speak about out loud. If you've ever felt that electric spark when her eyes met yours and you didn't know what to do with that energy, you're in the right place. Before we descend into the depths of what that gaze really means, make sure you've joined our inner circle. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications, because the truths I share here are for the men who are ready to handle the depth of a real woman. Now let's talk about that look. When she makes direct eye contact, she is handing you a key. It's not just attraction in the way the world uses that word. It's a biological and psychological surrender. Think about the vulnerability of it. In a world where we are taught to hide, to mask, to protect our hearts, for a woman to look you dead in the eye is her dropping her guard. It's an intimate invitation. She is saying, I am here, fully present, and I am daring you to see me, not the version of me that goes to work or smiles for the cameras, but the woman who has late night thoughts she's never told anyone. She's looking to see if you are a predator, a boy, or a man who can actually hold her. There is a specific kind of eye contact that is purely sexual, though most guys mistake it for simple friendliness. It's the dilated gaze. If her pupils are widening, body is literally trying to take in more of you. It's a physiological hunger. She is scanning your face, your lips, the way your jaw moves when you speak, and she's imagining what it would feel like to have that proximity closed. If you look away in that moment because you're nervous, you've just told her you're not ready for her fire. You've extinguished the flame before it could even catch. Female psychology is built on layers of safety and testing. We spend our lives being told to be careful, to be small, to be polite. So when we break those rules, when we stare with an intensity that feels almost predatory, it's because we found something in you that we want to consume. It's a silent, intimate dialogue. She's wondering, can he handle my complexity? Can he handle the parts of me that are messy, the parts that are dark, the parts that crave to be led? When our eyes lock, we are looking for a container. We are looking for a man whose gaze is so steady, so unshakable, that we feel we can finally let go. Can you feel that? The tension of the unspoken, that's where the magic lives. Most men ruin it by talking. They feel the heat of her stare and they get uncomfortable. So they make a joke or they ask a mundane question about the weather. They kill the intimacy because they are afraid of the silence. But the silence is where her desire is growing. If you can hold the eye contact, if you can look back at her with a calm, knowing smile, one that says, I see exactly what you're doing and I'm not going anywhere, you have already won. You have communicated more masculinity in 10 seconds of silence than 100 author podcasts ever could. Sometimes she'll look away and then immediately look back. That's the flirtatious dance. It's the push and pull of her own internal struggle. Part of her wants to succumb to the chemistry, and part of her is terrified of how much she's already feeling. She's checking to see if you're still there, if you're still watching her with that same predatory, protective focus. It's a game of hide and seek played with the eyes. And the prize isn't just a phone number or a date, it's the total emotional and physical alignment of two people who have stopped pretending. Let's go deeper into the sexual desire. Gaze. This isn't the glance she gives a coworker. This is the look where her eyes drop to your mouth for a split second before returning to your eyes. It's a micro expression of intent. In her mind, she is already tasting you. She is feeling the heat between your bodies. She is wondering if you have the courage to take what is being offered. Women communicate in the subtext. We rarely say, I want you, with our lips first. We say it with the way we linger on your presence. We say it by refusing to break the connection. If she's doing this, she is waiting for you to be the one to bridge the gap. She is waiting for the man who doesn't need permission because he can read the room, or rather read her soul. But there's a darker side to this. Too, sometimes eye contact is a cry for help. It's a woman who is tired of being the strong one, tired of making all the decisions, looking for a man whose eyes say, I've got you. It's an intimate surrender. When she looks at you with that soft, slightly watery gaze, she's asking if she can Finally, rest her head on your shoulder. She's asking if you are a safe harbor. This is the psychology of the damsel and the protector. Even the most successful, independent women crave the moment they can look into a man's eyes and feel small, not in a way that diminishes her, but in a way that makes her feel cherished and shielded. I want you to imagine the next time you're across from a woman you desire. Don't look at her as a puzzle to solve. Look at her as a mirror. If you are nervous, she will feel it. If you are lustful but ashamed of it, she will see it. But if you are grounded, if you are comfortable in your own skin and your own desire, your eye contact will become a drug to her. She will become addicted to the way you see her, because most people look at her, but very few people look into her. Be the man who looks into her. And when you do, don't be afraid of the sexual tension that rises. Lean into it. Let it thicken the air. Let her wonder what you're thinking. Let her imagine the possibilities. That mystery is what fuels female attraction. We don't want everything laid out on the table in the first 5 minutes. We want to work for it. We want to wonder if that look in your eye means you're going to kiss us or if you're going to challenge us. Maybe both. This is the art of the real connection. It's about being brave enough to stay in the fire. Remember, her eyes are the map, but you have to be the one with the courage to follow where they lead. Don't blink. Don't turn away. Just stay present. Because on the other side of that gaze is everything you've been looking for. Thank you for staying through this exploration of the feminine heart and mind. If this resonated with you, it's because you're ready for a higher level of intimacy and understanding. Don't forget to like this video if it gave you a new perspective, and share it with a friend who might be missing the signs. For more exclusive insights into female psychology and building a real unbreakable connection, subscribe and join our community. See you in the next one.